As Hughie mulls over whether to use Compound V to rescue his father in The Boys Season 4 Episode 4, his mother shockingly injects Hugh with the drug in lieu of Hughie. Early in The Boys Season 4, Hughie's father suffers a stroke, and the tragic outcome forces him to see his mother, Daphne, for the first time in a long time. He is also left to consider the prospect of losing the parent who reared him. It makes sense why, in Episode 4, Hughie becomes so frantic that he contacts A-Train to get Compound V. Hughie had mixed feelings about saving his father in this manner, even though A-Train saves the day. Before Hughie makes his final visit to his father, Butcher puts things into perspective. Hughie chooses not to transform his father into a soup, but to let go of him after giving it some serious thought. Sadly, Hughie's mother discovers the vial of Compound V as he leaves the hospital room and puts it into Hugh's IV instead. This is a shocking turn of events, and viewers would ask why she would act in this way. The location of Hughie's mother is discussed in the first few episodes of The Boys Season 4, and it's clear that she feels awful for having abandoned her kid and husband. She admits to Hughie that her departure was influenced by postpartum depression, and that she didn't see any other path to recovery. But it appears that she also wrote to Hughie after she departed. Hugh keeps this information from his son, probably because he still harbors resentment against her. Given her knowledge of Hughie's mother's sorrow over leaving, it's probable that she sees Hugh receiving Compound V as a way to atone. In The Boys Season 4, Episode 4, Daphne doesn't explain what she did, but she might have thought that Hughie was going to use the Compound V on his father. She has no idea of the internal conflict her son is going through, or that he decided at the last minute not to give Hugh an injection. Considering that, it's possible that Daphne believed that by relieving her son of the pressure to behave, she was being helpful to him. Since she was unable to offer him the life he desired, she is attempting to give him what he so desperately craves, his father, awake and alive. It's possible that Daphne's actions in The Boys Season 4, Episode 4, are motivated by guilt. They might also, however, possibly point to a covert goal that Hughie and the audience are unaware of. It's a little strange that Daphne has shown up after all this time, even if the boys managed to justify her abrupt arrival. Daphne's preference for Hughie's Compound V begs the question of whether she will still be searching for it when he leaves the room. Daphne might have a motive for using the V on Hugh, or even for wanting to keep him alive. In the 3-episode debut of The Boys, Daphne does indicate that she has ties to Vought. However, it's unclear what this hidden objective could be. She minimizes her contribution to the company, although it might be more than she is indicating. Given that Homelander and the Seven are aware of Hughie's identity, it's plausible that they have even enlisted her to cause trouble for the Campbells. If Daphne is more than what first appears, only time will tell, but her unexpected behavior in Episode 4 suggests that she is worth a deeper look. Regardless of Daphne's motivations for giving Hugh the Compound V injection, The Boys Season 4 creates a greater gulf between Hughie and his mother at this point. Hughie probably won't be happy about his mother taking matters into her own hands because he chose not to use the substance on his father. Hugh wakes up and appears unaffected, but eventually the truth will surface. Any problems he encounters and any resentment he feels over getting Compound V will be attributed to Daphne's achievement. This will make Hughie's already strained connection with his mother even more difficult. It's difficult to predict if Compound V will cause Hughie and Daphne to sever communication altogether. But Daphne's actions can cause Hughie to grow wary of her, and maybe for good reason. Hughie's reaction to Daphne's behavior will probably depend on how his father feels when he awakens from his unconscious state. If Hugh is really okay, Hughie may learn to appreciate his mother's intervention. But the Campbell family might be in for more surprises because they know the boys. Furthermore, Daphne has made herself out to be the victim if something goes wrong. Though intriguing, Hughie's mother turning bad isn't nearly as thrilling as Hughie's father turning bad in The Boys Season 4. There's no disputing that one of the most beloved actors on the Amazon series is Simon Pegg, even though the show underutilizes him in the early seasons. The Boys Season 4 is finally giving Pegg a role befitting of his abilities by giving Hugh Compound V an increased role for the actor, something fans have been hoping for since The Boys Season 1 will be fulfilled if his character turns into a soup in the upcoming episodes. It's unclear if Pegg's character would turn into a soup with less ideal powers or one as strong as the Seven, but either way, it would provide the actor with intriguing new material to work with. Hughie's father will be a valuable member of the boys' team if his abilities catch up to those of the strongest superheroes, even though you might not want to participate in their activities. Furthermore, if Pegg's newfound powers have drawbacks or complexities, they will allow for an intense performance. Hugh is probably going to feel let down by his wife and kid for giving him Compound V. It goes without saying that Hughie and his parents will have some intriguing storylines to look forward to in The Boys Season 4. Before the second part of the season even begins, Daphne's actions beg a number of issues, and now the show has to deal with Hugh's new situation as well. It's about time the boys dug a little deeper into the Campbell family, but hopefully these turns won't have too much of an adverse effect on Hughie. Certainly, he's already endured enough,